Welcome Year 7 to our final information report flipped classroom lesson. As you'll know, the last one left is applicators for painting. So what does this mean? Applicators for painting refers to how to apply paint to your surface. So as you can see here, I've just got an image of a spray gun and a roller and brush, which is what most people would think of when we talk about applicating paint. Brush. So the brush finish is the most popular finish. The reason for this is that you don't need to be professional to get a proper finish using a brush, although there are some issues you need to think about when you do use a paintbrush. Okay, factors to consider are, so choosing the right brush for your particular application is important to get an aesthetically pleasing finish or product. And if you remember back to term 1, that was a big part of our folio for our bridge design, was making sure that your product was aesthetically pleasing, look nice to the eye. Okay, so paintbrushes differ according to several characteristics. These include, so the hair or bristle type. So the bristles are obviously the part that you put the paint on. Okay, the shape of the bristles, the width or thickness of the bristles, and the length of the handle. So another factor to consider is the type of paint you're using. So are you using oil-based or water-based paint? Alright, so for water-based finishes, use only brushes made with synthetic bristles. Okay, these soak up water and become floppy and are easier to use. And for oil-based finishes, you can use brushes made with either synthetic or natural bristles. Okay, and although synthetic filament brushes may be used in both water and oil-based finishes, we don't recommend that you switch. So once you use a brush for an oil-based finish, you must clean that brush completely before you use it on a water-based paint. Okay. Now, the second type of application you can use is spray. But within spray, there's a whole selection of products you can use. Okay, these include your spray can, your pneumatic spray. Now, pneumatic just means air, compressed air. Okay, so you would have seen air compressors before, and this little red machine here is an air compressor. Okay, it's portable, it's easy to use, and it just connects straight up to the gun using an air hose and an airless spray. Airless spray usually just plugs straight into your electrical outlet, so your power point. Okay, this little thing here sits inside your paint tin, and that's what sucks the paint into the motor out through your gun. And obviously just your spray can, which you can buy from Bunnings. Now, factors to consider when applying paint by spray. Okay, these include the area of spraying is well ventilated, so you need to make sure there's plenty of air that's able to get in and out. Right, whether you have the right type of spray, so can or airless or whatever you need to use. All right, and whether you're able to fully ensure that you don't get overspray on surrounding areas. So when you spray something, I don't know if anyone's done it, but when you spray something, usually the spray goes over the area that you're actually painting. And what that does is that paint will eventually stick to something. So you need to make sure that when you are painting, there's nothing in the immediate area that will affect or that will get paint on it that will matter. What I tend to do is use newspaper to cover all the areas around where I'm painting, or use a drop sheet or some plastic. Okay, spray booth. Now, spraying usually occurs in an industrial sense, so people that actually do spray painting for a living, they usually do it within a spray booth. Okay, it has well ventilated exhaust fans to extract the fumes, okay, and ensures you don't get overspray, and the room is set up specifically for spraying. So if you have a look here, you can see that there's a guy inside a room. This door would usually be shut when he's spraying, okay, and these little vents up the top here on the ceiling, that's his exhaust. So what that's doing is, as he's spraying, the exhaust is sucking all the fumes up, so he doesn't get any overspray on his actual product. Now, PPE. When you spray, whether it's spray can, pneumatic, or airless spray, you must wear a respirator to ensure that you don't breathe in any of the fumes, okay, because they're toxic and harmful to you. And you must also wear protective clothing. So when you're spraying, usually it means wearing overalls. As you can see, this guy is wearing overalls here. You must cover your whole body when you're spraying, Reason being, it's not good for your skin, okay? Especially your pneumatic or your air compressed spray gun or your airless spray. You need to be covered completely, okay? Now remember, you need to take notes, and good luck, guys. I'll see you next lesson, and remember, bring your notes into class. That will be an entrance ticket. Thanks, guys.